Hey guys, and welcome to the second episode of Stories of My Life. Now, today we're going to talk about animals and little stories about animals. Here's a little story about this little creature named Jessie, the transgendered cat. Now, I say she's a transgendered cat because we used to think she was a boy. We used to think she was a girl because apparently when my friend took her to the vet, the vet said, "Yep, it's a girl." Well, she's a girl, alright. She just happens to have balls. Stop being grouchy. Why are you grouchy? A little story about Jessie. She's actually a rescue. She's a small kitten that was burnt by a car when she was just a baby. She doesn't really have any scars of the burn, so... She originally belonged to my friend, and then she moved in with me in December. And she ended up moving to Virginia a few months later, and I was originally just going to take care of her until she would come back down in May. But she decided, since Jessie has spent so much time with me, she's more used to me, so she said, "If you want, you can just keep her," and I said, "Sure." Now, I love my cat Jessie. She has quite a personality, just to say the least. And a lot of my pets, I've realized, especially cats, have been originally strays. Like, I had a cat named Billy. He was born in a tool shed that we had in the backyard of the house that I grew up in. And then he had a son named Dakota. And now I have Jessie. I've never actually bought a cat, never actually adopted one or bought one from a pet store. They've always kind of been like strays that we took in or something like that. I don't know if I could count Billy as a stray because he was technically born on my property. As much as I love animals, and as a kid I always wished to take in as many animals as I could, I have not always been successful in my endeavors. So I'm going to tell y'all a couple of stories. This story was when I was about 11 years old, and I was with my cousin. We were walking around the neighborhood. I had a cat at home, but my greedy ass wanted another. And I didn't ask my parents, I just decided, yep, I'm gonna come home with a cat, because that's a thing. So, a few blocks away from his house, there were these two old crazy cat ladies. Looking back, maybe they were lesbian lovers, I don't know. But, their backyard literally looked like a jungle. It was vines and overgrown weeds. And like a jungle, there were lots of felines running around. Like, all these stray cats just running around that backyard like some kind of cat nest or cat colony. It was really weird. But alright, we went over there and we said, my cousin said, "Hey, my cousin wants a cat." And they're like, "Okay, we got plenty. Let's see which one we can catch." Please pay attention to the fact that I said catch. As in, even though these ladies had these cats in their backyard, they were still so feral that they actually have to catch one. I don't mean they have to necessarily chase one, but they're not like these cats that just come around to you. They're still pretty wild. Well, instead of getting like a little kitten, this lady brings me this big fat orange tabby. Huge cat, like basically a cat like this. I believe it was a female though. A cat like Ken. Ken's kind of a jerk, but this cat was something else. So I leave the crazy lesbian cat lady's house, and we walk back to our house, to my cousin's house. I'm here holding this cat, like la-di-da-da, like I'm so happy I got a kitty. Yay, my parents are totally going to be okay with this. And as we're walking on the sidewalk heading back, this cat, who does not know me, it's a big ass cat, she turns around, goes "Meow," and sticks her claw right on my face, goes right through my mouth, and stabs me in the cheek. And I'm just screaming in pain. I drop the cat, it runs off back to the goddamn Amazon, and I got blood coming out. I got fur and shit. Not shit, but fur, all up in my mouth. I'm bleeding, I'm crying, and my cousin is cracking up. He's concerned, but he's cracking up. At least in my memory. Maybe he wasn't laughing, but the way I remember it, I think he was. But we walk back to the house, me crying and bleeding and screaming. His dad has this look of disapproval like, "What were you guys doing? Are you fucking stupid?" And I rinsed my mouth out in the sink. And I believe it was his dad called my parents and told them what happened. I heard all about that when I got home. My dad's like, "What are you thinking? You have your own cat?" And then he said something like, "If I see that cat, I'm going to shoot it. How dare you go around getting a stray cat like that, getting yourself hurt." So that's how I learned that if you're going to get a stray cat, get a kitten. I also remember I had a friend who lived at the corner of my house, and he owned all these chickens. And behind his house, there was like a little narrow alley that was by some business, and a cat had given birth. And he warned us, hey guys, don't go around there, don't disturb the mother, don't disturb the litter, because if you get, these cats are still young, if you get one of the kittens, she's gonna, like, the human scent is gonna keep her away from them, so leave him alone. I was probably about the same age, like 10, 11. Well, me, that same cousin, and my neighbor, one of my neighbors, we went back there like idiots, even after we were told not to. And we managed to grab one of these cute little kittens, like this little black kitten, which we named Butter. And then we took it to, actually, I don't think my cousin was there that day. No, I don't think he was there. I think it was just me and my neighbor. We took the kitten back to his house, and they had like this little playhouse in the back, and we just kept it there. And it was supposed to be a secret. We were supposed to hide it from our parents. And then I guess my mom was calling me and my brother for dinner or something. So we both started walking back, and these neighbors lived right across from us. They're our front door neighbors. And I remember as we were walking back to the house, Butter, the little black kitten, started following us. And it was funny as shit, because I believe my neighbor's mom just came out of the house as well, and she nearly saw that cat, and they had to sneak it back. Eventually they saw it, and we just gave it to somebody else. Looking back, it probably wasn't ethical to be kidnapping baby cats and taking them from their families, but we were kids and we thought kitties were cute, so let's go take some. Look at this little rascal. This guy's name is Lord Pablo, according to his soon-to-be owner. And he's a little troublemaker. Anyway, and then another story, a little more crazy. The first one was kind of crazy, the second one was really not crazy at all, but this one's pretty crazy too. It didn't just stop at cats. I remember there was a friend that I had he had a neighbor that was like diagonally across the other side, and she had a big backyard, and there were chickens and ducks all over this neighborhood. And she had, I don't know if she owned the ducks or they were just ducks. It would be more messed up if she actually owned the ducks, because of what I'm about to tell you. But me and my brother, I'll say I was about 5 or 10 or so, and my brother was about 5 or 6. Well, the duck had babies, and I really wanted one of the ducklings. Again, I don't ask my parents, hey, is it okay if we bring a duck home? I just say, yeah, I'm gonna catch a duck. What are my parents gonna say, right? Yeah, kid logic. So, me and my brother, what we do is we climb over the chain link fence and go to that neighbor's yard, and we try to sneak up on the ducks. Now, you should know that mama ducks, like mama bears, are very, very, very protective of their children. So, yeah. Anyways, we were getting close to the ducks. We heard the back door of the house open, and this lady comes out. Lady that I've never met in my life, but she happens to be my friend's neighbor, and she goes, what are y'all doing in my backyard? And me and my brother go, well, my brother stays quiet, and I go, I'm just trying to catch a duck. She says, get out of my property, now. So we do. You think I learned my lesson? Nope. Me and my brother went back over to her backyard, and I managed to grab one of the ducklings. This cute little duckling, which is squeaking in my hand. And now the mama duck sees this, and our threat isn't that lady that lives there. Our threat is that mama duck who is pissed, and she's raged, and she starts charging at both me and my brother, flapping her wings, quacking and running. And I drop the duckling. I mean, the thing lands on its feet. It's okay, so don't worry. But I drop it, and me and my brother run straight to the fence, hauling ass, terrified of this raging duck who is going to probably maul us to death. I know it's just a duck, but shit, you don't mess with the mama duck. And look how messed up this is. I reach the fence, I climb it, get to the other side. My brother, remember he's like 5 or 6. He tries climbing it. He falls, lands on his back, and the duck gets closer, and I just can't help but laugh. I'm just cracking up. I mean, probably not the nicest thing to do is laugh. I should probably have helped him, but I was on the other side. There was a scary duck on the other side. Sorry, bro, you're on your own. He made it across, though, with the duck jumping all around him. And we just climbed back on the other fence, and we gave up our duck hunt. That was the end of that. But yeah, now, all these may seem kind of questionable stories, like, parents, please make sure that your kids know not to disturb baby animals that don't belong to them, not to take baby cats from stray litters. I mean, rescue a baby cat if you see, like, if it's abandoned or hurt. Don't just steal a perfectly fine kitten. And don't go after a baby duck whose mom is right there. Don't go after a baby. Like, just leave the ducks alone. They may be cute, but their moms will tear your eyes out. They will slash your throat with their feathery wings. I swear to God. Alright, well, these are all the stories I got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.